welcome everyone. Thank you very much for joining me for this read. Let's go ahead and get started. So we're not going to do the letters and the numbers in this one. We're just going to do our oracle cards and then our tarot deck. We'll let a message come forward for you guys. Let's see. So I do have the snow card was the first one that came out. I get a very interesting vibe from that card. I do feel like somebody is sort of going through a time of, I don't know if I want to say going without, but it's almost like prepping. As I keep feeling like a bear hibernating, like preparing for spring or something, kind of like renewing yourself. Time, speed. Oh, that's why, because shit's changing. Shit's about to change for you. So this is like taking time to sort of prepare. Dark matter, life, breath, inner core. Yeah, I don't know what's been going on in your life, and we'll pull some more cards to sort of give me more of a clue here. But I do have this distinct impression, like taking time for yourself, taking time for healing, taking time for renewal, taking time for recharging, and something is about to change for you. Like the time has come. I don't know if this is an opportunity coming forward or what this is, but you're about to have a big change in your life. You are absolutely about to have a big change in your life. I don't know if Tarot's going to tell me what it is. I keep getting pulled back to that dark matter and that mystery card. Air, motion, change. I feel like it's going to feel like it happens like boom, 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 like quick and maybe a little chaotic too. Whatever this change is that comes your way. But this change is going to be very positive. It's going to bring about a new opportunity for a new chapter of abundance. Because I feel like that's kind of what we've been lacking. I feel like you've been going through this cycle. And it's not like been completely down and out or whatever. But it's not a cycle of abundance. And that's why it's that time for renewal. It's that time for sort of recharging your batteries and preparing for a fresh cycle. And the fresh cycle will be a positive one that comes forward. I'll grab a few more, because I want to know what's going on here still. Ice, purity. Whatever happened to you that was the catalyst for sort of this change, this snow, taking time for yourself or whatever. It was a time of purifying, of releasing something that no longer served you or something that wasn't going to get you what you want. It's like it freed you up. I keep looking at this ice card. It does have a horse in it, and horses represent freedom. It's like whatever this was, it almost like released an anchor from you, even though I probably didn't feel that way at the time. And until this opportunity comes forward and this new change happens in your life, I think it might be a little bit hard to hear that, and it might feel like I'm kind of full of shit telling you that. But I do feel like once this change takes place, you're going to realize that whatever that catalyst was, it did free you up to embrace something new. And we do have marine life, which represents richness, and south, which speaks of adventure. You do have a new adventure about to begin in your life. One that is filled with richness, one that is filled with abundance, but it did have to have an ending happen first to be able to free you up to take advantage of whatever this is. We're going to grab more cards here because I really want to know what's going on. Plants, growth. This is part of your evolution. This new chapter is going to be bringing new positive things to your life. I feel like, in a sense, like ascending as well. It's your personal evolution, being able to grow in different ways. Oh, voice, speaking your word. Gravity and bushfires. I feel like all a part of this journey, part of this evolution and growth, and not all of it, but definitely a part of it is going to be about speaking your truth and being able to be assertive. And this might be in your relationships with other people. This might be in your career, whatever it is. It's like being able to stand your ground and stand up for yourself and not allow anything or anyone to take advantage of you. I feel like this is going to be a big part of your evolution and your growth and your journey moving forward. And this might have been something that you had to do. It might have been part of the catalyst too. And maybe you were with somebody or you were in a situation where you were being taken advantage of and you had to speak your piece, you had to speak your word, and it brought whatever that situation was to an end. And so it felt disappointing. It felt hurtful because there was this sense of loss that went along with it, but you still did the right thing in standing up for yourself. It was part of your journey and it's part of your growth. Water creation. It's like you gave birth to a new sense of self. I don't know if that sounds corny or that sounds stupid or if that doesn't make sense to you. That's all I see when I look at this water creation card. It's like you gave birth to a new version of yourself, a stronger version, a more intuitive version, one that is more true to you. It's like coming home to your own skin and being comfortable within yourself. There is this sense of self-love, self-empowerment, self-confidence, knowing that nothing in life is going to break you. And I do feel like this change is going to help you to see that, because I feel like you've been through a period now like this snow, like this ice, where I don't know if there's regret about what happened or you're wondering if you did the right thing because things aren't going 100%. And it's sort of like, man, should I have just kept my mouth shut? Should I have just whatever? Absolutely not. You did the right thing. You did what you were supposed to do. And when this positive change comes about in your life that takes you to this new chapter, whatever this opportunity is, you're going to be glad that you did the right thing. You're going to be glad that you stood up for yourself. You're going to be glad that you were assertive. And I get this rock, this endurance. And this card tells me too that you are stronger than even you know. You're stronger than anybody else knows, and you're stronger than even you know. I do feel like this change coming about that brings positivity and abundance into your life is going to just reiterate that for you. It's going to be like that affirmation. You did the right thing. You are capable of holding your ground. You are capable of finding abundance in your life and building abundance, and you deserve it, and there's no point in settling for anything less. Magic, alchemy. It is change. You know, as funny, my spirit guides are telling me about this magic alchemy card. Sometimes it's the small choices that we make that actually trigger the biggest changes in our life. I do feel like that is the case with you. So even though it was a tough decision to make, or it came with certain consequences, it was like that one little choice that's going to bring about a huge positive change in your life. I want to grab a few more. We got passions, darkness, fire, that moon card. In this moon card, I'm going to tell you what I see too. It's like not being afraid. And this is what it took for you to be able to speak up and speak your truth in whatever the situation was that brought about sort of this catalyst for this entire change. It took a lot of bravery and a lot of courage to be able to do that, because I feel like you either had an idea of what the consequences were or perhaps didn't know what they were going to be if you did that, but you knew there was the potential for something, negative to occur. But you did it anyways because you felt like it was the right thing to do and like you needed to stand up for yourself. That takes a lot of courage. Like, give yourself a huge pat on the back, because not everybody can muster up the courage to do that, but you did it. You did it, and it will have positive consequences in your life. As I say, right now it doesn't necessarily feel that way is what I see in the cards, but I can see that the cards are talking about future events still to occur, and those are positive. That new chapter that you're leading into is positive. Joy. And the sun card. I do see blessings coming. I do, absolutely. By being able to sort of find that fire and to sort of be able to speak your truth and speak your words, stand up for yourself, be assertive. It's all bringing about positive things in your life. It's bringing about healing. It's bringing about self-esteem and self-empowerment. We're going to go ahead and start pulling some tarot cards now. We'll see what's going on with your situation. So we have the 3 of coins and the 2 of swords. It was like indecision about whatever the situation that you were in. The 3 of coins can represent sometimes a fruitful partnership, sometimes something starting to pay off. And I do feel like part of your worry in making the choice that you did in standing up for yourself was that you were going to screw yourself out of something that was going to wind up working, and maybe you were just being impatient, or maybe you were being unreasonable. And it's like, if you do it and then whatever the situation is comes to an end, it is something that could have been fruitful, but you kind of cheated yourself out of that opportunity, and that's not what happened. This was something that you needed to do for yourself, because I do feel like this was part of your life journey. This was part of your universal life path. This was a specific lesson that was meant for you to learn. that was going to help you to find abundance in the future. So whatever that situation was that you were in, it was not going to give you what you were looking for. It was not going to give you what you were wanting or what you were hoping for. It was not going to give you the 7 of coins, which is an abundant harvest. I have the 9 of swords. And I still feel like you worry about that. You worry if you made the right choice. And it is because you're going through a rough time now, because it did come with consequences. You worry if, did I do the right thing? Did I do the right thing? Did I screw myself out of an opportunity? Should I have just kept my mouth shut? Should I have just stuck with it for a bit longer? Absolutely not. You did the right thing. You did the right thing. You did what was right for you. That's what that Justice card tells me. That balance. And it's going to come back into balance when this change comes forward in your life. Trust. Trust in your own truth. You already know deep down inside that you did the right thing. You know, I know that there's these outside consequences that are coming forward. Those are the things that are giving you doubt. But deep inside, you know what the truth is. And the truth is you did the right thing and you made the right call. 7 of Wands, you stood up for yourself. You set those boundaries, and in doing that, you're moving into this 9 of Coins energy. And the 9 of Coins is like the minor arcana version of the Empress. You know, I'm starting to learn those lessons. It's like this Earth card, this coming home to yourself. I'm going to show you this figure. She's a very strong figure. She's very confident in herself, and she feels comfortable in her own skin. She is the 9 of Coins. She is the Empress. This is what this is for you. This is you coming home to yourself. This is you valuing yourself, recognizing your self-worth, and standing up for that. The Hierophant, it is your higher learning. It is absolutely your higher learning. And the Queen of Cups. I know you are struggling with your emotions. I know you're struggling with, did I do the right thing? You know, wondering if things are going to get better. There's bits of probably regret there, mixed with uncertainty. Be proud of what you did. It takes a lot of courage to stand up for yourself. Like I said, not everybody has that courage to stand up for themselves. Some people go their whole lives with never finding that fire in their belly to be able to speak their truth. So be proud of what you did. You did the right thing. See, the 8 of Cups, it is a new journey forward for you. There is no looking back, no regrets. Don't look back. You did the right thing. You're moving in the right direction. It's a hard lesson to learn. It takes a lot of hard work to be able to rebuild, to be able to move forward. The 7 of Swords, interesting. 7 of Swords, and the card right under it is the King of Cups. This King of Cups is speaking to someone. Most definitely speaking to someone. As part of who you were dealing with, it was who you had to stand up to for yourself. I feel like this was somebody who liked to use manipulation in certain ways. And it might have been emotional manipulation. To try and keep control of you, to try and get you to do things you weren't entirely comfortable doing. King of Cups. I'm still not entirely sure if this was romance or in a workplace. But this was someone you needed to stand up to for yourself. Because the longer this went on, it was like the more you were actually losing yourself in it. You needed to set those boundaries and be assertive because this person was most definitely taking advantage of you. The Queen of Swords, see, this was you speaking your truth. You finally had enough. This was you having to speak your truth. And it did wind up in a tower. But it was like this cycle had to be broken. This cycle that this person used, sort of being able to manipulate you, get you to do things you weren't comfortable with. It just took too much of you. This person took too much of you. It was time to take yourself back. The 4 of Swords and the High Priestess. This 4 of Swords is definitely about healing. This is your Snow card. This is you taking time for rest, for renewal, for recharging your batteries, for change. This High Priestess is a completely different figure. I don't know if this is actually somebody who has passed over, who is watching over you. Perhaps a feminine energy. But it's not speaking to something in the physical world. It is speaking to something on the other side of the veil. Something that we can't see. I feel a lot of approval in her. Like she's watching your journey and she's like, yep. Like you're doing the right thing. You're on the right track. Like she's proud of you. So like I said, I'm not entirely sure if she is spirit and somebody who's crossed over. Or if she's speaking to something bigger than that. And a higher force. that is definitely seeing that you're learning these lessons, that you're taking the opportunity to evolve, you're taking the opportunity to learn. But she very much approves and she's very proud of you, whoever this figure is. And you might know, to you, that might be somebody who's passed and you know exactly who I'm talking about. 10 of Coins, legacy. Interesting. So she might be a family member who has passed over. That 10 of Coins, it can represent our legacy. And you would be this person's legacy, right? We have the 3 of Wands too. Oh, wow. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm being told by my spirit guides. Sometimes I get more of the pieces to the puzzle as I pull more cards. This 3 of Wands is tying into the 10 of Coins, the High Priestess. I don't know if you've been getting these dreams only after all of this happened, or if you received certain dreams while you were still in the situation with this King of Cups. It was this High Priestess, whoever this is, speaking to you and trying to give you guidance. So if it happened while you were dealing with this King of Cups, I think she was trying to guide you in making a choice. If it's happened since then, I think she's trying to tell you how proud she is of you for what you've been doing and encouraging you to keep moving forward and to not regret the choice that you've made. Because I do see she's communicating with you. Whoever she is, and you're going to know who she is because it is your read. When we have the 5 of Coins, interesting. And the Hangman here. I think part of her message was, I'm going to tell you, I'm starting to piece it together. The message would have been like, you are capable of creating your situation. So like if you're having this feeling of this sort of 5 of Coins of going without, being in a situation with the King of Cups, this is how it makes you feel. It's like you're capable of changing that by making different choices. If you want to have sort of that 10 of Cups feeling, that 9 of Cups or 9 of Coins feeling, like that independence, that happiness, that abundance, that is also something you're capable of finding for yourself, but you're the one who has to make that choice. And we have the Page of Wands too. And the World card and the 2 of Cups. Interesting. You're getting good news. You're getting good news on the way about whatever this change is. This is going to be good news, whatever this comes your way. I also feel like this High Priestess is going to give you a heads up about whatever this is. So before you receive the news here in the physical world, I feel like while you're dreaming, this person is going to communicate something to you. And it's kind of like a premonition of something positive happening. That's really interesting. I don't think I've ever gotten that before in the cards, because this 2 of Cups is like this person communicating with you, but it's still through your dreams. I also have the World card, which tells me that this positive change that's going to be coming your way, or this opportunity that's coming, is a direct result of the choices that you made to find your voice and be assertive and stand up for yourself. So this is not luck. This is not something out of the blue or someone just being generous. This is something that you earned by learning this lesson and having the courage to stand up for yourself. Absolutely, the Star card. What do we got here? It's interesting because you almost like, what I'm seeing in the cards is like you had to deal with this King of Cups. This King of Cups was actually part of your life journey too. This person was brought to you. This situation was brought to you to actually teach you this lesson. It's like you had to experience this conflict for yourself and be put in this situation so that you could find the courage to find your voice. Because this is something you were absolutely capable of always. I don't know if you felt like you lost it somewhere along the way, but this situation did not happen by accident. This was part of your universal life path, so that then you could dig deep and you could find that fire in your belly again and stand up for yourself and not put up with this crap anymore. It's like finding the courage to bring something to an end if it's no longer serving you and moving on to something fresh and something new, instead of that fear and that worry about change. It's sort of like the opposite. It's like embracing change, recognizing that change isn't a bad thing. It's not a scary thing. It just represents opportunities and new opportunities. So I do feel like everything happens for a reason. This most definitely happened for a reason, to teach you many, many lessons and to help you ascend. Let's see, we have the Chariot card. Positive movement forward. Who is this King of Coins? Interesting, I got the King of Coins next to the Queen of Coins. And what the word that I'm being told when I look at the King of Coins is opportunity. Opportunity. I do feel like he's going to be somehow involved in the opportunity that comes your way. Coins can represent an earth sign, a Virgo, a Taurus, or a Capricorn. This King of Coins also tends to be somebody who, well, they're not always wealthy, but they're usually well off financially or in a stable spot financially. Sometimes they own their own business. Sometimes they're a tradesman. Sometimes they work in the medical field. They like to be able to use their hands to do things. Sometimes they can be a farmer. They're usually in a very good spot though financially, and they speak to stability. This is someone who has something to offer you. And I do feel like this Queen of Coins is your energy. But this is after they've been able to offer you this opportunity. It's like the opportunity to come into the Queen of Coins energy. So to find that financial stability for yourself. So this might be a job offer, some sort of a partnership. But it's really going to help you to sever ties with where you're at right now and move on to a time of abundance and positivity in your life and blessings. Part of that too is because you're learning to be assertive and you're not going to get taken advantage of. Because you're like kind of, you know, not necessarily like what's in it for me, but you're going to make sure that things are fair and things are even. So again, it's like you're not putting in too much and not receiving anything for it. You're going to be able to make the most of it. I'm being told the word respect. So this person is going to extremely respect you doing that. And they're going to very much want to work with you. Interesting. Temperance, Ace of Cups, Judgment. Whoever this King of Cups is, I have this distinct impression they're going to come back at that point. So heads up, because I think once you've been able to make this change with whoever this King of Coins is, and start to sort of have this opportunity and you're rebuilding, got your feet under you, you have this positive change, abundance is coming your way, you're going to have a judgment call to make. And it will be whoever this King of Cups is, I feel like coming back, trying to start again. So if this is romance or if this is career, whatever it is, they're going to be coming back, trying to regain a partnership, and you are going to have to make a choice as to what to do. So don't be afraid to flex those vocal cords because you sure have learned those skills during this time, and stay true to you. Remember in your gut, no matter what happens, you made the right choice. Trust in that. Trust in yourself. You're doing the right thing. We are going to grab a tarot token for you. Kind of going to be like your energy card for this read. So we'll flip her over here. So we do have Justice. Justice can represent balance. You are putting things back into balance in your life by not being afraid to speak your word, by being assertive, by standing up for yourself, by setting those boundaries and those expectations. You are absolutely bringing a balance back, and you will reap the benefits. So do not lose this lesson that you've learned. Keep using it moving forward. It will very much benefit you in this next new chapter of your life. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that read. If you did, please hit that like, that subscribe. It definitely helps the channel to grow. Have a great day, everyone.